Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great weekend. I've got a lot of forward progress. As always, the devil is in the detail, and I wanted to get all of as much of the sub-assemblies done as possible. I was working on the OLED displays the previous weeks and wanted to now get the MP3 main keyboard effect done, and this is built around the DFPlayer, which is a tiny little MP3 player, which is really quite amazing. This little sucker's got a 3-watt amplifier, can handle infinite number of tracks. Actually, it's probably, let's see, what do they say? Oh, I don't have enough of the data sheet. Hundreds of files, and in those files you can have hundreds of WAV or MP3 tracks. I'm only doing 9, but it's really quite a robust little unit. And unlike the big dog, which required a standalone app or utility to install the MP3 WAV files, this doesn't. You just load the card up with with whatever audio editor you've got, or even if you just have the MP3 files done, you just load them on the card and the unit will play them. So definitely the better, the better way to go as far as I'm concerned. It's just a much better MP3 player. So that's they're all done, and I'm glad of that. While I'm demonstrating this, let me also make sure I point out that I've seen a lot of people just take the speaker and in its basic form drop it inside their prop and be content with it. That is not really the best way to go. You want to put it in some sort of a baffle enclosure, something that would help delay the interaction of the vibrations from the front of the speaker mixing with the vibrations from the back of the speaker, because it creates what's called cross cancellation. So this here, and I'll demonstrate, kind of loud, but nothing compared to just putting it in the prop. So not that you can't, I just don't recommend just taking a bare speaker and let it float around inside your prop. You'll get much better sound by putting it in some sort of a enclosure with an aperture. So, but these are the files. I'm sorry. We've already played that one. Haven't had a lot of success finding really good sound effects. There are some out there. Just wish they were more diversified. A lot of these sound very similar. Okay, yeah, but I can change the files anytime I want, which is nice. The other thing that I wanted to also talk about is these buttons in the side. I was going to use those for audio files because my MP3 player is configured in this particular arrangement 12 individual tracks, but I think I'm going to use those 12 in other locations. The purpose for these buttons here, I think I'm going to use for wireless remote control. This is the transmitter, this is the receiver, and I can allocate 4 buttons to control 4 different things externally. It could be a light turning on, could be your TV turning on, could be a door, if you have an automatic door like these security doors that you can put on your back door of the house or the garage door. That's what I'm going to be doing for these buttons. I'll focus more on that later as the project moves forward. Also, surprisingly, very quick, my boost regulators that I had ordered, they finally did come in. And now that I'm looking at it in respect to the size of the ones that I modified, not much smaller. So I'm going to end up using these and save these for another project, because these are already dialed in and set for the 16 volts I need for the LED that's back here, and the 5 volts that's going to be running the majority of the electronics in here, because I'm going to be running this thing off like I did before, a single lithium poly, a 3.7 volt to 1000 milliamp hour, because it just fits in perfectly back here. And I had this button here was the on-off, the power button, and I'm going to do the same thing with this, because it's just nice. And I'll just simply boost the voltage up to the 5 volts and the 16 volts that I need for the other assemblies. So anyways, I wanted to do a quick post here because we're going into our holiday season. Thanksgiving's next or this Thursday, and I'm going to probably be real busy with other things. I'm really thrilled with the styrene kit. It's going to make this thing a lot easier to work on. I'm hoping I can maybe find someone to help me. I've got 4 more of these once I do all the mods that need painting. With the cold weather, I'm not going to be able to do it easily. Fortunately, I do have a pair that I've already modified and added the LED graph, and we'll be building this first and going back to those at a later date. My goal is to have 3 pairs built, and there's going to be 1 singular, which will probably have not a video walkie-talkie, but it'll be like a lot of people have said that they'd be wanting to do, which is putting in a cheap MP4 player and running videos. And again, I'm very fortunate that I bought a lot of these when they were plentiful and cheap. I bought a bunch of these things when these were like about $6. Now you're hard pressed if you can find them, and if you do find them, they're like about 12, some as much as 19 bucks. This let's see, I don't know if there's going to be a charge in this. No, okay. Yeah. It's a 1.8 inch display, which will fit in this really nice. Somebody had asked about that. I'm just not going to be doing an MP4 player for my builds. It'll just be 1 extra that I have left over that I might offer to someone in exchange for some work on their part. I'm not going to be selling anything, but I may barter that 7th unit to someone, maybe for a paint job for the other 4 that I'd like to get done. So anyways, enough rambling. That's where I'm at right now with this. We'll get into finer detail and the actual assembly of this stuff. Got to get the sub-assemblies done first so that the assembly is much quicker. Also got these switches all done. These go down the side here and will be my menu and scroll down, scroll up for the video walkie-talkie. So like I said, always good to have these things finished so you can just drop them in and you're not sitting there building them as you're trying to build the model. Always get your sub-assemblies done ahead of time. So anyways, for my American friends, I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and to all the other friends out there, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and a very happy New Year and successful. Let's get this pandemic behind us. Yeah. Anyways, I'll post another video in the future. Bye.